Hi guys, and how are you guys doing today? Yes, we begin once again with another stream. But today, we are gonna do something different, right? I am going to wow. Wow, cool. All right. Now just looking at YouTube streaming. Several things we're gonna do today. First up, very interesting thread popped up on the forum. I mean, I haven't been around for a while, so I popped up on the forums, and there's this thread that was started. The utter. Let me just switch to the thread. Here we go. The utter pointlessness of playing deep defensive football in Football Manager. Yeah. So my plan today is because there were comments on the thread, right? So basically the whole thing here is how and why it's difficult to play on cautious mentality. So we are definitely going to be focusing on that when in a few minutes time. We're just going to wait for everybody to come on board, and I want to thank everybody for popping in on today's stream. Yes, I'm really looking forward to this because I'm gonna share some things with you guys about playing on these kind of mentalities, because well, there are a few misconceptions and I want to focus on them, right? And yes, Joe, hey, welcome back, man. How are you doing? Chico, hello. Peter Massey, how are you doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for popping in on today's stream. Yes, very interesting day, very interesting night. Yeah, kids. Yeah, I don't know. You might end up hearing my sons shouting, screaming. Where to pick them up? Plans kind of changed. The boys are actually at home right now. Yeah, Lucidity Dark, how are you, man? Antonio Conte, welcome to the stream. Just waiting for more people to get on the stream. Now, don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoy the stream. You can hit the like button as many times as you want. Just keep hitting the like button while you're here, while we're waiting for the stream to begin. I shall endeavor to crack a few jokes. Stand-up isn't something I'm very good at. But to be honest with you, there are some really funny moments in my life that my friends apparently remember better than me. Things like I had a reunion meeting. I met up with some of my college friends, secondary school friends. I was about 14, 15. I was in college. Would have been about 17. Yeah, I was 16. Yeah, 16, 17 years old. And I thought I was a pretty nondescript fella in school, you know. Yeah, I was expelled in my second year because of some of the notoriety that I had. I went on to do my A levels on my own at home, studying by myself. But one of the stories the guys told me about was I went like, the girls were asking me, do you recognize us? And I went like, no, I don't remember any of you. And I'm sure none of you remember me, right? And all the girls told, what, we remember you. And I'm like, what? I mean, yeah, I wasn't doing much. They said, what do you mean we weren't doing much? You were the guy that was being chased around the school every time by the head disciplinarian. The discipline master would chase you around the school, and you were constantly the one that was always in trouble for doing things like stringing boys' underwears up the flagpole in school. Yeah, then suddenly I started remembering things from my life. How's your son penalty kicks coming along? Have you guys? Oh, speaking of which, now there is I'm gonna pop a link up. If you get a chance to click on that link, it's automatically will subscribe you to another channel that I'm going to be setting up. It's a YouTube. I plan to do YouTube live streams there. I mean, I'm going to try something out, right? Because I've been toying with the idea of whether or not it's a good idea to put all my live streams on this channel. But then there's so many videos, right? And some people just want to come here for the short guides. and they want to do live stream somewhere else. So I thought, okay, fine, well, I'll try a small little thing out, and I might do some live streams there starting from next month to see how it affects the algorithm. And it's a new channel, so, and you will also see my son's penalty kick routine there, right? Yep, my son has got a unique penalty kick routine. Let's see if I can go to the website myself. Okay, so I mean, I myself have to find my own. Oh, there we go, Dalgis Moments YouTube. Okay, so here we are. This is the I'll show you the channel. So yes, this is where I'm gonna do live streams in the future, and yeah. So that's my son, the younger son, and yeah. So essentially, yeah, I'm gonna do loads of funny stuff. Like I plan to do. The link brings us to this stream. Oh man, that's interesting. Let's see now. Yeah, oops, something went wrong. This is funny, man. Those links don't really work. Okay, I'm gonna try and find a link and get you to that. Okay, there must be another way of doing it. Okay, copy link, and I'll put it in here. See whether this takes you to the channel. Yep, that should take you to the channel. So that's I want you guys to do me a favor. Go to that channel and hit the subscribe button. Okay, because that is the channel where I'm gonna do live streams on, and it's gonna be all kinds of live streams. Be gaming live streams. I plan to do my yes, I plan to do some other stuff once COVID is over, and that requires me bringing my drones out and going to do stories on footballers, local football clubs here in the jungle, you know, having to take those like river boats like this, bringing down the river. I've got tons of ideas, man. Getting my own, I'm actually gonna hire a camera crew and everything else for this little expedition I plan into the heart of darkness. So yes, we're gonna try and get shots of the cannon, the long houses as well. So I'm planning all kinds of stuff. So I've even got a filmmaker in Singapore who might be interested in joining me. So yeah, I've been talking to a couple of chaps and getting together, doing the plan first. But because of COVID, these long houses are basically where the indigenous people live, and the issue is COVID has hit these places really hard, so there is a ban on outsiders going into those communities. So I have to wait for COVID to, you know, settle, and hopefully when it settles, we don't have I don't have to worry about that. So once again, yeah, I think try. I don't know whether this second link works, but I'm gonna have to. I hope that you guys get a chance to, you know, check out those that link. Yeah, so I'll see whether this thing can save, and then this auto timer can come in with this. It's some of the stream elements. Sometimes these links don't really work very well in stream elements, but I'm hoping they work. Yeah, so don't forget, go there and start, because eventually I might, live streams are just gonna move there, right? Even for the guys on Discord, I'm just gonna move my live streams there and start them over there, so that people who are keen on live streams, you'll find me there doing all kinds of stuff. And then here on this channel where we are right now, my shorter guides, because I've got plans to do other guides, and yes, It's all coming back now. It's all coming back slowly. The fire, the desire is, I had to let it come back. And the thing is, I get a lot of inspiration from the community. So whenever I come up with my ideas for shows, it's driven largely by how my I have to have the pulse of the community, if you know what I mean, right? So I need to know, kind of need to understand what's the main concern at the moment. So that's what I'm gonna do. Why do you wear your hat? Simply, simply because I'm bald. I thought it'd do good if I just wear the hat. I have different hats as well. I can, of course, change it. If you don't want me not to wear this hat, I can go to another one. Things are dropping. Let's go. Let's do this one. Yeah, baby. I like this one more. Yeah. Correctamundo. Let's get this one sorted. I like this more. Aha! So I'm gonna wear it. Hey, Patrick, how are you, man? Yeah, get back into the groove. Get back into the groove. Yeah, man. I used to look. I'm gonna share with you pictures of myself from when I was 19 years old. Man, I saw those pictures. I went back to when my mom passed away, right? So I discovered my mom had a lot of photo albums of me. And the thing about me is this: loads of pictures of me growing up, right into university. Once I started working at the age of 21, I went into media and I absolutely hated having my picture taken. So I never brought a camera with me anywhere. I used to avoid the camera all the time, even though I was expected to be on camera. So I never took pictures of myself. I went to Barcelona, I didn't bring a camera. I went to Greece, I went to Europe, I didn't bring a camera. So there's no pictures of me during that point in time, but there are pictures of me with stewardesses on my lap. Yep, those I have pictures of. Yeah. And then there's this big gap about 10 years and there were no pictures of me. So I kind of I wish I had taken pictures of myself. But I'm going to share some pictures of myself when I actually had long hair. I got one that's very Travolta looking. The hair came up to here. I'm on a beach. It must have been a weekend out with a girl because, yeah, there's no other reason why I would be on a beach dressed like that. How can you send me your tactics for me to fix them? Well, there is if you're on Discord, it's really easy. You just do it on Discord. Otherwise, you wait for bring your tactics. If I do another one for the community at large, then we can do that. Then you can submit your tactics. Then I'll open it up. Maybe I'll do it in a few weeks' time, and then we'll do it one more time, and I'll open the door again. Paul is fine. You look like Pep Guardiola. Like this is it. So I do this, right? Then I have this on and I'm doing my stream. Yeah, I know. I'm fine. I'm fine like this as well. It's like cooler as well. So like today, no cap. Caps, no caps. Doesn't make a difference to me, man. All right. Okay, so today, without further ado, let's talk about the plan. Oh, Yoro, I will provide a link while we're on the stream. If you're already on my Discord, that's if you're already a YouTube member or a Patreon, then you should have access to the Discord channel, and then you have the link already there. Then we do bring your tactics once every 2 weeks because yeah, man, there are loads of videos that go out. But now that I'm back in the groove, probably we'll do another bring your tactics for the guys on Discord on Monday. Yeah, coming Monday. Today, what we're gonna do is talk about something, right? So here we have this Guys who are playing defensive football having a challenge. But the interesting thing was for me, um, some of the comments, right? And I'm not gonna zoom in on particular comments from people. I don't plan to do that. I don't want to zoom in on specific comments by people because then it's not nice. See, I'm not that kind of a guy. Right. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna talk about mentality, right? So first up, I'm gonna call up my notepad. Okay. All right. So first up, okay, gotta have a notepad up. Okay. People want to play defensive football, right? Okay, so defensive football. Okay. So what goes into defensive football? The first thing people do when they go into defensive football is they immediately shoot for mentality. They go like, okay, we gotta play. Let's use the templates. Let's use the tactical templates. We're gonna use cautious mentality. Okay, so ideally, people go with mentality, right? So they go like, to play defensive football, we gotta be on defensive or cautious. Most people do this. There's nothing wrong with defensive and cautious mentality, right? So they go this. And then, but for me, mentality is the last piece of the puzzle, right? The first piece of the puzzle is understanding what you want to do as defensive football, right? What kind of style do you want to generate? Defensive football is about making it hard for the opposition to score, parking players behind the ball, getting as many players back into defensive positions as quickly as possible, denying the opposition space. So defensive football is about denying opposition space, denying opposition easy goal scoring chances, right? So when you want to talk about defensive football, is like denying space. So it's basically what you're trying to do is you're controlling space in your third, controlling your own defensive third. Basically, defensive football is all about that. I've done a video on compression. So guys, if you want to understand all this, you got to go visit that video because I've done a guide where I've broken things up. Like okay, first you gotta define what kind of style you want to play. Now, if you want to play defensive football, then you're looking at doing lower third compression. If you're looking at playing attacking football, and you want to go camping in the opponent's half, then you're looking at playing with final third compression. But you can play attacking football and counter attacking football on middle compression, lower third compression, final third compression. Not so easily because you're stuck into one style, which is you are attacking a side. So and you're camping, and the only counter attacks you're going to be generating are whenever they botch up an attack and then you counter them. So those counter attacks are pretty much designed into your system. What I mean by designed into your system is when you create the tactic, you're designing those counter attacks within your system. So you're trying to break their transitions. So what you're looking for is breaking transitions. Right. So when you want to control the space in your defensive third, you're trying to break their transitions down so that they cannot get those easy goal scoring chances. What's with the hair? I know people wanted to see me without a hat, man. So, but this is where most people go wrong, right? So we got all we know what we want to do, right? So that's what we want to do. That's easy, right? So you sit down there, yeah, I want to do defensive football. I want to make it hard for the opposition to score. So I'm trying to deny them space. Done. Easy. Simple. And this is where the first mistake happens. So you ask them defensive line. A lot of people, the first time I speak to a lot of people, they go like, oh yeah, for defensive football, I want to play much lower line of engagement. That's wrong. Much lower line of, see, you have to understand one thing. Why is that much lower line of engagement set up? Why has it been set up in that way? It's set up because you're telling your backline, hey, we don't want you too far away from our goalkeeper when we have the ball, right? We don't want the gap to be too big. So when we lose the ball, we're safe. But the problem with a much lower line of engagement is this, right? This much lower line of engagement creates gaps. between defense and midfield. And this creates long shot chances for the opposition. So when you play with much lower lines of engagement, sorry, no, much lower, more, not much lower line of engagement, much lower DL. When you play with a much lower defensive line, you create gaps within defense and midfield. That's what happens when you're playing on a much lower DL, because your back line is so far back. Okay, there's going to be a gap between them, so you're forced into playing with. You have to accommodate this. Your tactic has to accommodate this. So when you want to play with, you don't want your fullbacks to go bombing up the pitch. Then you have to start thinking about putting defensive midfielders there. Then you got to start asking yourself a question. This isn't the first piece of the puzzle, because what happens after this is you got to think about your roles and duties. Because if you play a much lower defensive line, you play with wing back, but your wing back is a more aggressive role. So he's going to try and take it up the pitch when he gets the ball. So your roles and duties become more important. So the thing about creating counter-attacking or this kind of like defensive footballing tactics is you always start somewhere, right? So the first place you're going to start, right, is you're going to define where your press is going to be. So the first thing you do is your line of engagement. This tells your team where you're going to be pressing. So a counter-attacking tactic or a cautious tactic or any kind of defensive tactic needs to be played on a lower or much lower LOE. Now your defensive line becomes the instruction to the back line about the gap now between the midfield and defense, right? So the higher your defensive line, the narrower the gap. The narrower the gap, right? This is important to understand, because when you have this gap narrowing, you create compression. It's like Arrigo Sacchi's 4-4-2s. The gap between their backline and their strikers was very shallow. So, but the problem, the challenge, because when you play with too high a defensive line, then your fullbacks tend to, they tend to leave gaps. Then you got your channels opening up. So when you play with a defensive line, if you're playing with defensive lines, you want a counter-attacking or a cautious tactic, you're probably looking at standard. This is 50-50, because come on, you can play lower. There's no issue with playing lower. You stick in a DM. But then this is just the shape. Now you got to think about scoring goals, because there are two kinds of defensive football. One is you sit back there and you hope and pray to all the gods in the world that that your players can defend every single corner, every single cross, every single free kick, every single long shot. Right? Like that's gonna happen, right? Like if you have a really good team, then maybe you can talk like that. But if your team is just an average team, good luck to you, man, because you still need to get the ball out. You still need to try and look for a goal. Now, this is where the easy path exists, right? For the community in general, the easy path is this: play on higher mentalities. Then the transition becomes faster. My players take the risk. I've got some players playing on attacking duty. All I've got to do is play with a low line of engagement and maybe a standard defensive line. I create a low block, and then I've got higher mentalities. The ball gets circulated up the pitch. Bang, we go going for goals. That is the easy way of playing the game, right? That's easy. However, when you start adding on tempo, then sometimes your players rush, and then on higher mentalities, they take even more risk. This is where rubber meets the road, because you have to ask yourself a question. Sometimes you may find yourself in a situation where, okay, I don't want so many players taking chances. This is the reason why most people don't understand cautious mentalities. Because when I play on cautious mentalities, right, my roles and duties, my tactical formation becomes very important, right? So I choose my roles and duties very carefully. I choose my formation very carefully. And this is where most people screw up. Opposition instructions. In FM21, opposition instructions have shot to the top for me, personally speaking. I think this is playing a bigger part than it did in FM20. Opposition instructions. I use a strategy. I've done a video on this. If you haven't seen the video, please go check it out. It's called the Iron Maiden strategy. Now, I use the Iron Maiden strategy to specify zones on the pitch where specific targets have to be tracked or covered. Because what happens is, because the game defaults to zonal marking, right? At the moment these players enter the zone, perhaps they go tight marking. Now, when you play these kind of compressed systems, on cautious mentality, you get another bonus. Because the mentality is cautious, your players are the way they approach the game, the way they tackle is also considered as well. Because if you play on higher mentalities, they take more risks, right? They can sometimes be aggressive because, you know, when you play an attacking mentality, more players might bomb forward. Because you remember this, if you go to your tactics, right? If I were to play this is my cautious setup. Look at my mentality of this guy. He's positive, right? If I jump this up to positive, right? Look at this guy. His mentality is still something. Oh yeah, because he's overlapping. Okay, right. Now this guy is attacking. If I brought this down to cautious, his mentality is positive. Right. These guys are all cautious. This guy is going to be very defensive, right? On cautious mentality, because he's not going to just give up the ball. He's not going to just hoof the ball up, because the mentality of individual players now is influenced. This guy's mentality is influenced by he's cautious. The fullback on support, he's very cautious with the ball, but why is he overlapping right? Oh, this guy is overlapping right. Fullback attack. This guy is very aggressive, but we've got a covering defender here, right? So I play with a lower line of engagement and a higher defensive line because I want my fullbacks to take chances with the ball. But look at all these players. Cautious. When they get the ball, they're not just gonna bomb up the pitch, right? He's positive. So how many players do I have taking a lot of risks with the ball? 1, 2. This guy is going to be affected. He's defensive because he's on cautious mentality. The overlap has affected him, right? This guy is helter-skelter. He's gone. He's positive. And this guy is positive, right? So the mentality of those players is affected. Now I want to show you something, right? This is against Arsenal. Same tactic I used. I was playing my cautious approach to the game because Arsenal, I'm traveling away to Arsenal. They're a much better side, okay? And my goal in this match was to make sure that, I made it hard for Arsenal to get any shots on my goal. Notice they only had 1 shot on target for 7, right? Only one of their chances hit was something that, on target, off target. This is the closest they came to, right? And I use opposition instructions. So opposition instructions are a big part of my game. Look at this guy. See where he is right now? This is my white target, man. He's tracked back already, right? So now this goes through. This is the only one that they had. Only shot on target that they had in the whole game. Well, that was the end of those highlights. That's it. Key highlights. There are only 2 key highlights in the game, right? So we managed to keep, defensively rigid. Rather, what's the term for it? Defensively solid, rigid. My ass. Okay. So here, this is another game. Nottingham Forest against Wolves at home, playing on cautious mentality, right? Again, same setup, right? So let's watch the key highlights. Now, remember what I said about how you circulate the ball, right? So another part of these cautious mentalities is the reason why I think a lot of people struggle with cautious mentalities is because they don't look at their set pieces as well. The Bring Your Tactics show that we've been doing, right? I spent so much time on set pieces because quite a number of people get their set pieces, they don't sort their set pieces out correctly. So this is our defending from corner routine, right? Leading up to a goal. Then I don't know what the next highlight is. Okay, this is us with a free kick. Okay, look at this. I have 3 players back defending because this is a big part of how I play. Right, we at least shove him wide. He's forced to take a shot. Right, so that's not too bad. Okay, another corner routine. Corner routines, right, guys? Said it many times before. Look at this. I am very happy in my corner routine. Look at that. Marked. One guy is here. Marked. Right? So as the ball comes in, the runners are being blocked. Right? He's being blocked. This guy is here. He's got this guy is already in his position. This entire zone should be covered by the goalkeeper. So you got to spend some time on your routines as well. If you can set your routines up, you shouldn't have a problem. Right. Again, this is Forest attacking us. And this is a team that still features defenders who were in the championship team, now playing in the premiership. Right. So I still have Worrell in the team. I still have McKenna in the team. I still have Jenkinson in the team. But I got Diallo in the team. These are all players that came with the club. So, yeah. So, no, they're not more likely to hoof the ball forward. If they don't have options to pass the ball, they will hoof the ball forward. But here, I've got ball-playing defenders. I've got central defenders on cover. I've got a DLP in front of the ball-playing defender. One of the goals you're going to see is going to be created by my ball-playing defender because he doesn't hoof the ball forward. So these are my defenders. Right? This is my box-to-box midfielder. This is my DLP. Right? Ball-playing defender. This is what he does in the game. On cautious mentality, they're not going to hoof the ball all the time. If there is an option for them, a pass to be played, the ball-playing defender will play that pass. Now, if, for example, they do a high press and they don't give them options because of his cautious mentality, then the ball-playing defender might, just clear the ball because, he's risk-averse. So these are things that you may want to pay attention to in the game. No, I don't do if you've been following my channel, you know, right? I don't do like monkey corners and routines, right? All of my corners are mixed or short passes. So you can set attack, you can play on cautious because we've done it on Discord as well. We've got lots of cautious tactics as well and balanced tactics. So this is I have only one reason why this happened, right? Because of my set pieces. But let's track back. Cautious mentality. What does this guy do? See, this is we gotta track it all the way back. All the way back. This is my throw-in, right? Okay. This is the reason why I don't like throw-ins which have got too many players forward. I got 2. My mistake. I got to set up my throwing properly, but I'm lucky to have the right player back. So he was told in this tactic they were told to get stuck in. So, and I'm not playing player or defense because I wanted to create a cautious counter-attacking tactic. I wanted to soak the team. I wanted to soak them, but I don't want to waste too much time with the ball, right? Because I got a DLP behind, just there. So we were able to create those kind of chances. So PPD here, CD on cover because got fullback on attack, AP on attack. White target man is going to drop this way. Like AP here. Now, Worrell is not supposed to be playing here anyway. So Worrell is actually here. Jenkinson is here. Dominguez is here. This is the my normal setup, right? So McKenna, Joe Worrell, right? Because he's got passing of 11, vision of 10, anticipation of 15. This guy's got passing of 11, vision of 9, anticipation of 12. These are my defenders, FYI. So if in case you're wondering how good my defenders are, I've got a very, basically a shitty team. Right. So these are all the players that are in my team right now. This is Anthony Robinson. I like him. I like this little American lad. Got Jenkinson in my team. Then this is one of the big signings of the season. Nicolas Dominguez. Louis Wing comes from last season, right? He's my AMC. Usually he'll play here. Okay, then I got Diallo, right? So this guy, right? So he comes from, I think, yeah. So he's in our Forest side. I think last season I must have signed him. Yeah, I can't remember. Okay, then I got Joe Lawlison in the team. Kai Shearhouse. This guy is supposed to be my target man of all the people in the world. Then I got Maiton up top. But he is a youngster that I'm rotating because the normal striker is this guy. Lyle Taylor, still in the team. And then using players like Sim Singh Tandi, the guy we got from India. And this is a youngster that's come through the club. His name is Finback. Right? So he's through the club, doing quite well. We managed to hang on to him. Ryan Yates as well, in the club still. All these are players. It's not like I can afford to play. So when I set this tactic up, it was set up simply because I knew that we don't have the players to play counter pressing. Right? Look at all my adventures with counter pressing. See this? I tried to play a very funky attacking system. I got destroyed by Leeds, destroyed by City, destroyed by Watford. Then we got hammered by Chelsea 6-0. This was the first match of the stream, right? Then we beat Birmingham and then we beat Liverpool. But Liverpool, as you know, if you were on the last stream, you will notice that I was still playing this tactic. No, I was playing this tactic. Was it this tactic? No, sorry. I was playing this tactic, but I was playing on a higher mentality, slightly different setup, right? I'll just remove this. I think it was called Forest WTM1. This is a tactic. We're using this. A much more attacking tactic. But this is my cautious system. So the thing is that you gotta look at all of them, right? So my fullbacks are not told to cross from deep. They're crossing far post, cross close down more often. That's all they do. I got hit early crosses as part of my strategy, right? So you can play on cautious mentalities, but it's fine. I mean, I still manage okay, right? A low defensive then just invites pressure. Yes, it does. Compress, the best block in the game right now, without a shadow of a doubt, is the middle block. It's the safest block for almost all teams to play. Even if you're a good side, it's the best block to start with. Because the middle block is basically trying to win the ball in transition, right? So the opposition has the ball and they're building play up. What do I mean by in transition? The defense will build play up. They get into midfield. Once the ball gets into midfield, they try to get other players into attacking forward positions. Maybe the fullback does this overlap, right? Or the inside forward begins his run. So that's when they're trying to enter the attacking transition. The attacking transition is actually very, very short because from midfield, they consolidate. Then they go into the midfield penetration phase, which is usually the shift from where you see fullbacks overlapping. And then we enter the attacking transition, which is just the key pass that is played to the guy who creates the assist. That's it. It's just one or two passes. Because the attacking transition itself is usually very short. Usually in football, technically in football, an attacking transition is usually about 60 seconds, 1 minute, around there, less than a minute. It's usually the pass that leads to the assist. So, and there are other things as well that I find a bit strange. Like there are people out there. Norwich. I'm trying to sign this player, Adam Ida. He's on my this thing radar. So what I've been doing, right? Press Packet wants to impress Chippemonger Profeto with his next performance. So I've been talking him up. Transfer. Let's. I'm not gonna make an inquiry. Expects to play in the game against Luton as he's concerned about the amount of first team football he's been playing. Aha! That's nice. Okay, this is gonna be interesting, right? Because I want to sign him, and he's having issues. They're not playing him enough matches. So that's the first guy. Then we have looking at this guy. This is a defender I'm looking at. All these players were identified using Moneyball. Right, what I did was I went to the stats because I have access. To cut a long story short, you go to England, right? You see all these competitions here. So basically, I go into this. I think it was the under 18 Division 1, and then I look for. Then we get the stats from here. Player detail, all the stats from here. So I was looking for defenders with good interception. Good interceptions, pass completion numbers, and this guy is one of our players. Pass completion. I'm really looking forward to him developing as well. So one of our youngsters playing well. So I use all these numbers. I'll do a video. I was planning to release the video before quarantine hit. Now I gotta get back into the flow of that video again. Still a ways to go, man. Can a 4-4-2 low block work? Well, if you got two very good hard-working defense central midfielders, yes. But if you don't, it won't work. And then you got to ask yourself, how are you going to position your wingers as well, right? So it can work, 4-4-2 low block, but you got to decide how you can play with a lower line of engagement and a standard defensive line, right? Right, low line of engagement, standard defensive line. Then you have like one winger or maybe an inverted winger, and then up top, complete forward, target man on support as well can work. Pressing forward, not pressing forward. You want an advance forward, so you have like an advance forward, maybe an inverted winger coming in from the left, one flank, and then one guy dropping in on support and the advanced forward running forward. Then what I know some of the guys on Discord did was they had a wide playmaker on one flank, right? So it became very fun. So I saw this tactic on one of the Bring Your Tactics shows. He had a wide playmaker on the flank, and we just fine-tuned the tactic a bit on the stream, and he just started picking balls into the space where the inverted winger was going. So it was pretty nice. Speaking of which, I hope you guys have checked out our latest game changer as well. Called Maybe Circle. At first I thought it was like, I remember Maybe Circle from FM 20. We had the World Cup of Tactics on Twitch, if you guys still remember. We had this see who comes up with the best tactic, which tactic is going to win the World Cup. And Maybe's tactic, the circle, went all the way to the semi-finals. Was top 4 tactic, right? Man, what a... Okay, now Novakovic, this guy likes to break the offside trap. But see this guy came with the damn... He came with this, can you believe it? I want him to remove this because he doesn't have everything in the game to play the offside trap. I mean, he has decisions, but he's hardly got any acceleration. When do you play lower mentalities? Well, you can play lower mentalities if you don't want your... Okay, lower mentalities are slightly harder to pull off. You either get lots of possession, when you don't create any goal scoring opportunities, because then you have to think about how you're going to get the ball forward, who's going to score the goals, where your player traits. Here I've got for the next match, right? Very specific about who plays where. Like Dominguez has to play in DLP because I need skiller ball. I need McKenna playing as the ball playing defender because I need his ability to put one over the top, right? Then I need a fast advanced forward. I also need a strong white target man. So I got two players in my tactic that are absolutely critical, right? So let's go. So you see the the assistant manager does it like this. I need him here. This Abdul Kadir, he's fast, passing. He doesn't have the strength to hold up the ball. He's always getting into troubles, which is the reason why we've been using. Or Shepelev is injured. He's normally playing here. I gotta try playing Novakovic here. All right. The other option I have is Mr. He's not available. Kai Shearhouse. Yeah, Kai Shearhouse is not available. Okay, we got Duhaney, Worrell, McKenna. And this guy's okay. This guy is a wing. Ibrahim Diallo, in back wing. This is going to be interesting. This is not normally my best group of players. Okay, let's see now. Playing a 4-4-2. Deep line playmaker, ball winning midfielder. Inverted winger coming this way, deep line forward. This is a 4-4-2. Inverted winger coming this way, the wing back is going to go around him. There'll be space on the left flank. Okay. All right, so I want two players in midfield that can win the ball. Go play Ryan Yates. Oh, this is... I have a very thin squad. Very thin squad. If the moment one of my players gets injured, I'm in trouble. Okay, Carl Jenkinson. All right, here we go. You use cautious, tight, compact, low DLE standard. Yep, that's nice. Stu, that's nice. That's actually very good. Yo, that link is working. That's nice. Okay. So guys, put back Omur. He is way better. Who's Omur? Who's O-M-U-R, man? Oh, this guy? Yeah, but I need somebody with strength. Yeah. This guy fits into another system that I have, which is a 4-2-3-1. Yeah. So far, he's not been playing very well. Because he doesn't suit my system. Yeah. His performances have not been very good. When I use him as a wide target man, he doesn't show up. When I play with the inside forward, only a few matches, right? He had one brilliant game against Crystal Palace, but that was a different tactic altogether. Yeah, so... And he's... if I were to set him up, I have to play him as an inside forward coming into attack from this position. If I play him here, it has got to be a completely different tactic, something like this. Right? Hey, how did this come about? I mean, I was experimenting with this tactic. toying with this idea. Why target man, wing back, DLP, focus play, and the guy will be attacking from here. Well, let's try this, okay? Let's go to cautious. This is not the time to discover and experiment, but I will. Okay. All right. So let's quick pick. Okay, Dominguez wing. No, this combination is suicide football. Yeah, I'm gonna play Finback and Dominguez. Okay. All right. This might work. This guy can't even tackle. So who plays here? Ryan Yates. Okay. Who loves to get into opposition area. Abdul Kadir, Maitan, Lolly, Robinson, McKenna, Worrell, Figueredo. Let's try this. Low crosses, mixed. Hit the early cross. Dribble less. Man, don't. Okay, I'm coming back out of that. I'm not gonna do that. I want to play. I don't want to change my tactics. That was supposed to be an experiment. I wait for a game where something like a whole match against West Ham or Atalanta. I'll try it out then. This is not the time for me to be experimenting with that just yet. Okay, back wing. Who's this? Ryan Yates. Okay, Lolly, Maitan, Robinson, McKenna. Okay, these guys are fine. This guy. Yeah, you sit down. Okay, so we got wing backs. All right, here we go. So let's do this, man. Front four of inverted winger, poacher, midfield, Contista, and right attacking. Left is inverted winger. Okay. Oh, I forgot something. Fish kebabs. Damn it. Should have done it out of the gate. Luis still there. Yeah, he's still there, man. Luis is good. I don't understand why Luis is still at Bournemouth. Early morning Sunday. Ay. Hey, how are you doing, man? Albania. Do you think a comeback against Madrid tonight is possible for Liverpool? As a Liverpool fan, yes, it is possible. If I was a football analyst, I'd say, I don't know, man. They got a lot of work to do. Who's that? Kids. Yes, he's not having a good game. Joe Warren's not having a good game. Five. Yeah, I believe you're right, man. Slim. 5-0 incoming. 5-0 incoming. Shit happens. This year, Champions League. Wait, who has been? There is a team that's been impressing me. Wait, hold on. I know City was looking good, but was definitely not Real Madrid. Not Real Madrid, 100%. I'm not impressed with Real Madrid. Real Madrid and Barcelona are still doing a lot of rebuilding, right, this season. So they are not the ones that I was impressed with. I mean, this could be City's year for them to win the Champions League. But there was another team that was impressing me. PSG looked amazing, but I don't think so. I mean, they took out Bayern Munich. That's saying a lot, right? So I would expect Bayern Munich, PSG to do well. But the problems right now are like PSG still have to convince me, man, that they can take on sides like Man City. Man City are the favorite. Have to be the favorite. United have certainly improved. United are looking like a very good team at the moment. Where they were at the start of the season and where they are now, oh man. United are looking damn good, man. And I have to say, right, we are playing them very soon in the league, which is very, 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 very unnerving. The problem for Bayern is the clubs. This year, Bayern are a lot weaker because they haven't been. Bayern are a lot weaker this season than they were last season, right? Look at the players. Look at the players they don't have right now. They don't have a replacement for Lewandowski. They sold all the good players. Not all the good players. I mean, Leroy Sané. Please. Leroy Sané. You expect Leroy Sané to unlock sides? Man. Leroy Sané is no lock picker, man. Yeah, the only reason why PSG got through was because Lewandowski wasn't on the pitch. Bayern Munich are a different Bayern Munich this season. They shouldn't be going up and down, jumping up and down, and going, oh yeah, we beaten Bayern Munich. We should be happy with ourselves. Yeah, that's like a limping Bayern Munich. Hey man, Food Masters, how are you? So I definitely think that this season, I think, who was it? The director of football, right, has done more damage to Bayern Munich in 2 seasons than most managers do in their lifetime. So yeah, it's it's a situation right now for them. Oh, finally I got Diallo back. Where's where the rest of my players? Wow, Dominguez is he's resting. Ryan Yates, maybe I'll have to use him. I'm running out of players, man, my team. Okay, we got Finn back. Diallo, knocks ball past opponent, passing vision. Oh my goodness, I don't have a killer ball now. I don't have a killer ball. Man, I'm run out of players. Okay, Lolly, Taylor. Oh yes, arm strength. Okay, we'll use this. Haaland, who? I mean, seriously, that what's that? Haaland's agent wants 1 million for the player a week. That's just crazy. $1 million for that player a week. Who can afford him? There's only like 2 clubs in the world that can afford those kind of wages, right? So one is Manchester City, if they are willing to pay that much money for Haaland, and the other, again I forgot. And the other team is PSG. So the only place that Haaland is going to, if he does go, is gonna be PSG, right? And or Man City. I can't believe that possibility that Haaland might be there. Yeah, but Haaland won't be there. What's the point of lower LOE and tight marking opposition centre back? No, I'm not tight. I'm not tight marking him. I'm pressing him. Yeah. Opposition instruction. This is not tight. This is press. So whenever my 2 or 3 strikers, if they're in their third, they're trying to build the ball back out, I'm going to attack them. Because those opposition instructions also affect them in other situations as well. So I got these 3 guys. My lone striker is using gonna be pressing. The rest of the players are all at the back. Oh, McKenna's boots. I didn't even get to the player. Keep it tight, boys. Keep it tight. Yep. Simple. Easier. I just lost. I just got hammered by Bournemouth. They were just too good on the day. My players saw Aguero and they shook. You have it on good authority that Haaland is definitely going to Liverpool because that's what he did. My current FM save. I love you, man. Lucidity, dog. You're the man. What's the difference here? Mazzala on attack and AP on attack. AP on attack doesn't stay wider. Mazzala does. Mazzala is not a ball magnet. AP on attack. An attacking playmaker is a ball magnet. So they will look to him during the transition when he's in that part of the pitch. Again, this is the reason why I cannot play with this guy. The pass is a bad pass, but he's off the ball. It's a bit Saswadi Mata. Oh no. Ooh, come on, boys. Yes, guys, if you're still watching this now, please subscribe to the YouTube channel is linked in chat. It's I'm gonna start doing live streams there more. It could be most likely Football Manager live streams are gonna be moved there, so that the this channel becomes more like guides and stuff will all be here. So we don't get too much. people who enjoy live streams, they can just, follow this channel then. Not this channel, the next channel. So there'll be lots of other live streams that happen there as well. Okay, that's not too bad. We managed to hold this team down. Everton, come on, Myton. Oh yes. Oh no. Come on, Myton, get back up on your feet. Okay. All right. Oh, gonna pass into space. I'm gonna take off that. This guy is not suitable for this system, but as long as Kai Shihaus is injured. What's the closest you've come to a perfect tactic? Not close at all, man. Perfect? What do you mean by perfect tactic? Like, hey, I don't know, man. Perfect tactic, that was a white argument system, right? That was doing quite well. Oh my goodness, he was totally onside. Yeah, man, this idiot. Myton. Myton, my inside forward was tracking their fullback. Myton put him onside from the left flank. 2 defeats in a row. Your Schiffer Tannenbaum lopsided Christmas tree. Tactics always work for you. Yeah, most of the tactics do work. I mean, like, I think once you find the right players, right, in your system, they should work. The problem is, and then be consistent, right? Keep playing the safe. Don't be an idiot like me. Like Myton, he put somebody on side, right? Look at his ratings now. They've taken a hit, man. 6.0. No, I'm not making any substitutions. I'm just easing into this. I'm just like, okay, shit happens. I think FM17 was narrow 4-2. Oh, it was broken. FM17 was definitely broken. Because you just had to play on narrow the whole season, right? That's all you had to do. FM17, and you're sorted. You didn't have to do anything else. You just stayed on one what is it? Yeah, you just played narrow because the engine couldn't handle narrow systems. FM17. FM18, the engine couldn't handle wide systems. Oh man, it was so hilarious. I think it was FM17. I had the 4-2-3-1 narrow. It was just hammering teams left, right, and said, hey, we're on a low, right? So we might as well try something different. Hey, yes, we're doing all kinds of wonderful things. Now, what can I do here? Okay, this option is to actually lock this guy down, send this guy through. But then I would have to turn this guy into a DOP on defend. No, send this guy through to support, or this guy becomes a roaming playmaker. Get better. All right, now roaming playmaker. This guy could go through as an inverter wingback on support. Okay. Now he comes through here. White argument drops here. Roaming playmaker is here. Inverter wingback comes here. These two guys might unlock this guy. Okay. Forwarding if you don't support roaming playmaker. Okay, done. Cautious mentality. West Ham getting a new tactic. What's the go-to area to exploit? Have a lot built out AM area. Basically, it's the same as last year. It's not exploiting per se. Like, it's more like, it's always been the case that if you can prevent the AI from going from breaking the AI down in the early midfield phase. So it's always this area of the pitch where you're trying to break them down. Just when their fullbacks have begun their attack. That's where you want to break them down. Okay, we put Maiten here. Roaming playmaker, Dominguez, where is he? He didn't. Okay, one more day. That's where you want to. We are playing different kinds of tactics. Just messing about, seeing how far we can go. I'm just trying to create all kinds of different kinds of tactics. Of course, they've got their favorite system, which is this. Then they've got another one. Forest got too many tactics. If I don't settle on something, this is being really stupid. Okay, because actually I have a Forest tactic. Yeah, I already have a Forest tactic. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, this is one Forest tactic. How many Forest tactics do I have? Forest FF21 new 4231. What's this? We got another Forest tactic here. DLF on support. Okay, wait on. This is different, right? DLF on attack. We'll go on to Pray White Target Man on support. Me and my White Target Man. DLF on attack, Shadow Striker, Roving Female, CM on defense, ball playing defender, inverted wingback comes in here. No play or defense. No, we do a focus play. Okay. Mix. Okay, drop the mentality down to cautious. Counter, distribute quickly. Let's drop this to here. Just get stuck in. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Quick pick. Okay, now this guy comes here. This guy comes here. Maiten, Taylor. Maiten. Where's Wing? Louis Wing. Louis Wing come here. Okay. Alright. Now we get Winback and Diallo. Alright, where is Dominguez? Dominguez not 100%. Okay, never mind. We'll just use you first. Tandy, Ryan Yates, Alex Maiten. Alright, we have a new crazy ass tactic. Sit narrow. Full position. Wrong from position. Wrong from position, close down more, mark tighter. Sit narrow, close down more, mark tighter. Close down more. Get further forward, no. Close down more. Focus play. Yeah, possible. Alright, done. Okay, opposition instructions. Tight. Press. Okay, go. Hey, Mooley. Should you use inverted wingbacks if there's no winger in front? You can't use inverted wingbacks if there's no winger in front. Because then what happen is they'll turn into, if there's nobody here, right, and you use an inverted wingback, he'll revert to being a wingback, right? So he's just going to be playing as a wingback. So if you want them to play as inverted wingbacks, then you have to actually have nobody on that. You have to have somebody on the wings on that flank as well. Yeah, and you cannot have two DMs as well. Okay, so we got McKenna and Boso. Worrell. Okay. Swap. Alright. Lolly. Novakovic. Okay. Abdul Kadir not playing well. Lolly. Alright. What have we got now? Duhaney for Figueiredo. Okay. Shepelev still injured. Diallo still not 100%. Okay, we're gonna stick to this tactic and then tweak it as we go. Okay. I got my Christmas tree too. We wanna try a Christmas tree, right? Just for the fun of it. Okay, we got Anthony Robinson. I miss my Christmas tree, man. Try that in combination with Mazzalas. No, I won't do Mazzala. Then the if I play Mazzala, then the guy in midfield has to be very, very strong. Yeah, I don't have those kind of players. The player that's covering the space has to be very good. And I absolutely don't have somebody who can do that. That's my problem right now. My problem is I can't use the Mazzala. Because my central midfielder's anticipation is not good enough. And he's not that fantastic. Oh, man. Track him a bit more next time, please. Good header from Tandy. Oh, asymmetrical systems. I'm not too experienced at asymmetrical systems. I don't really play asymmetrical systems. I know that I created a few asymmetrical systems where, I was like, wow. Somebody else's asymmetrical systems that came on Bring Your Tactic. I was like, wow, okay, that's like a lot of cheap goals. I guess if you were to play in a network game right now and you probably created an asymmetrical system, you probably do quite well. Because, oh, shit. Yeah, you probably do quite well with asymmetrical systems. Let me see what's wrong with this picture. This guy comes in here. Bang, bang, bang. This is okay. This is okay. This is okay. I will just leave it like that. Attack. AMC. Wow, I didn't know I had 2 AMCs, man. Oh boy. Guys, I got 2 AMCs. Check this out, man. I have 2 AMCs. All right. Okay. Well, this is fine. Mixed. F is mixed. Okay, done. There was a broken asymmetrical in FL. One of my viewers is doing an asymmetrical and he's doing well, but not against big teams. All right. You gotta. I guess with asymmetrical systems, you gotta spend quite a fair bit of time constructing them. But we had one on Discord that was pretty good. Somebody came up with an asymmetrical system on Discord. We tried it. I haven't. Oh, what a ball, man! My white target, man. Crosses it. Ooh. AMC plays short corner to himself. Yeah, that's right. We got 2 AMCs doing it. It's kind of fun. Okay, let's get some solidity back in my system. All right, come on. Yep. All right, sheesh kebabs. Man, come on, boys. This is getting to be a bit embarrassing. Okay, distribute to flanks. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Distribute to fullbacks instead. Let's go with a standard defensive line, lower line of engagement, use time marking. Up this. Dribble less. And confirm changes. Can we play online against other people all over? Yeah, you can, definitely. You definitely can. I mean, okay, there's several ways of doing it. One is probably to get into a community. Like we have a community right now, but you need somebody with a good internet connection to be the host, so to speak. And then he creates the save, and then you join in for maybe a cup competition. You can do that, and it's called draft mode, right? So you can play in draft mode, or you can have a couple of friends together, right? There's another way of doing it. It's like dream team, right? So what you end up doing is you export your team, and then export it, and then re-import it into draft mode. So you could have like your team that has been developed over time. your best AC Milan. Maybe it's the year 2057. This is your all-time greatest team, right? Or your team from the future, and then you can play with a friend of yours who may have his best team, and you can play head to head. You can set up in many different ways. Okay. See, I don't like Novakovic. Normally, I don't use him. So this is the problem for me. With the injury to Kai Shearhouse, I've got a problem. And I'm going to try and turn it into a support duty. And this guy's going to run all over the place. This guy's going to attack the center. Actually, no. What am I doing? This guy's going to be an advanced forward. Okay, done. Why do I have a complete forward support? I should just have him as an advanced forward or a target man or a... yeah. Tandy to Lolly. Lolly, go. You sweet thing, you. Tandy. The Indian boy from India is playing well, man. My turn. Hits it on for the guy. You talk Norwegian? I host with a 500 meg. You host with a 500 megabyte internet and a separate gaming PC. Yeah, that's what I do right now. As well, I host with a... But you host with a 500 megabit internet and a separate gaming PC. But do you stream at the same time? Yeah. I host on mine is also 500 megabit up and down. But I'm in Asia, so whenever I host, right, my friends in Europe, you still have issues, right? When somebody else pauses for a cause. And then all of you end up waiting for this guy to make his changes. So that can still be a pain in the ass. We find that can be quite annoying at times. So we sometimes go into this, hey guys, key highlights only. We don't mind you guys making changes, but it's key highlights. I don't know if you have experienced the same thing. No, not Super League, because the Super League is not available to us in this game, right? Only the Indian National League. I did the Indian National League, man. It became ridiculously easy after a while. The only challenge you have in the Indian National League is like going to the AFC, right? Then you got to do it for a few seasons. Yeah. The Indian Super League, you can do it, but you'll have to get a custom database for it. And because there are rights issues involved with that. And for me, because I'm streaming, I can't show those saves off, right? So it becomes a personal thing for me. All right, so what have we got? We got 16.5, Joe Lolly. 6.5, Lyle Taylor, 6.4. Oh man, all of them are playing like... I have to get him back. Okay. I will stick to this. Ooh, what if I swap to this? This guy is... What is wrong with me? I keep changing my tactics. Okay, let's go here. Lolly here, back here, Dominguez here, Tandy here, Maitan here, Taylor here. Somebody is not supposed to be playing that. Okay, Tandy can play here. Lolly here, Maitan here, Taylor here. Taylor here. Maitan here. Focus way to the middle, more direct passing. Counter press. Dear Lord, what's wrong with me? Okay. I have one other tactic I created, but I can't remember what it is right now. I made it very early. It was obscenely good. It was so good, right? I've forgotten what it is right now. I have to take a look at the tactic. Yeah, 2 DMs. Man, we can see that goal. Online career modes? I don't know. I can't find. I don't have any information on online career modes. I didn't know there was a limit of 15 people. Was there? I never realized there was one. My experimenting is causing me pain. Wait, I'm looking. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm just in the mood to mess around with tactics. Destroy myself in the process. I done my Ancelotti. Where is the tactic I made? Firestorm. Okay, right. I think this is the one. Firestorm final. Oh, so many versions. I obviously didn't know what I was doing. Firestorm. Okay, good. Target man, engage, volante, DLP, defensive winger. Okay. Lolly is an engage. What has gone into me, man? Okay. Tondi, wing, Louis wing, come here. Alright. Lolly, back, come here. Okay. Lolly, wing, come there. Alright, let's try this. This is me just going in. Oh yeah, look, I haven't been playing for a long time. Let's just pop in some random tactics to see what happens. Yep, we gotta do this. That's the name of the game. We're gonna randomly shove some tactics in and see what happens. Because I know I've got a winner somewhere. You know what I mean? You bang the door long enough, somebody's probably gonna answer the door. Oh, okay, that's good, man. What football team do I support? Liverpool, man. Tonight, we're going to see the beautiful comeback. Oh, yeah? I think this is the tactic. Yeah, I think this is the one. I just need fast players. That's all. Firestorm. I use this, I think I used this with my Barcelona B squad, right? This challenge I set for myself. I took over Barcelona's B squad. Man, I'm crazy, man. This tactic is as old as the hills. Okay, this has to be the tactic because did you see the goalkeeper just teleport to the right? He didn't just move. He teleported. He shifted completely. There's only, I think it's based on host PC performance. There might be a cap on the number. I've never actually asked SI the question, but I can find out. I think there should be one. But I don't. Never heard of it. You think Liverpool can handle Cruz? If Liverpool, the problem with Liverpool, the last game the last few matches I've seen them play is the intensity of their press isn't there anymore, right? So the way they used to apply pressure on teams in the league and even in Europe, it used to be unyielding. You would see the Liverpool press and their tempo used to be very high. The problem lately I've seen is that whenever Liverpool press, I don't get the feeling that everybody's pressing, or you don't see, you see Firmino moving, and I expect to see Salah and the other white players moving in. I don't see that sometimes. So that's the first problem. The second problem in Real Madrid's case, and this is the part that really made me pissed off, was there was a point in the game when I decided this match is done and dusted. There's no way Liverpool are going to come back, right? And for me, it started with the kickoff whistle. It started there when I saw, oh shit, Thiago Alcantara isn't playing. Oh no, this is not good news, because we need Thiago Alcantara and Fabinho playing, right? So I didn't see him playing. So I was like we have Naby Keita, who's like pretty much a box-to-box midfielder, and Fabinho. So yeah. So for me, Fabinho ended up, crossing into the opposition third to close somebody down, and that was the moment when, for me, the game was over, because Fabinho should be like sitting in front of the defenders, and the three central midfielders of Liverpool should be the ones closing down players like Toni Kroos. But that wasn't happening. Yeah. So yeah. I think Liverpool, can they handle Toni Kroos? It depends on who we start with. If we start with the same exact 11 that we did against Real Madrid in the first leg, no bloody way, man. There is no way Liverpool are going to handle Toni the Kroos. He'll be on cruise control from the back, pooping those balls in our back line. And yeah, quite a sad situation for Liverpool. So what am I going to do now? I've got so many options to bounce back. What do I do? I'm just itching, trying different things. Because, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Okay. I'm pretty sure we can use this. Firestorm can work. Right, so we use Firestorm. Save. Okay, Firestorm for us. Okay, we're gonna call this my Firestorm for us. Okay. How can I do to change this tactic slightly? Alright. No prevention goalkeeper distribution. Let's do this. No player or defense. Let's do that. No dribble less. Early cross. Let's drop it down to positive. Counter press. No. Don't want to counter press. Alright. TLP. Volante is going to bring the ball forward. He's still going to hold on. And Gush is going to play the hook and just get the ball out to these guys. Okay, let's see what happens. On higher mentalities, those defensive wingers will be a bit of a problem. What are there any major differences? Yeah, there's a big difference between 20 and 21, man. In 20, the AI does not know how to defend. On 21, the AI knows how to defend. Yeah, there's a big difference between 20 and 21. 20 is still quite easy. I'm gonna keep this. I mean, I do like this tactic, but with the injuries I'm having. Okay, where's my forest? Firestorm forest. Firestorm forest to get that. Okay. What have you got? Okay, I can at least play Lolly. Myton can play, or Lolly can play. Let's see what happens. Without Van Dijk's ability to cover the high line and Henderson to press, Liverpool will be suffering. Without Van Dijk's ability. See, the thing is this, right? Okay. It's not just Van Dijk. You're right. Henderson plays a big part. For Liverpool is the midfield. The midfield being able to screen makes Van Dijk look very good as well. So the problem with Liverpool largely is midfield, and I've been screaming and yelling for the last couple of months that we need to do something about midfield, because without Hendo in midfield, it's like I seem to see it's like a carousel of central midfielders. I have no clue what's going to happen, and Liverpool's play has become so predictable right now that they're easy for most teams to defend. Liverpool don't have a plan where we used to have a plan where you have a middle block, and Liverpool will be moving teams around, trying to control the match and trying to win games by unlocking them. And I thought that with the signing of Alcantara, we have that option again. But then we go into a match with Real Madrid, and instead of playing that kind of a game away from home, they decide to put their fullbacks in winger positions higher up the pitch. I was like, what the hell's going on? So I'm a bit disappointed with Liverpool. They don't have any backups. For me, Liverpool's problem is midfield. That's it. I mean, yeah, defenders. I mean, come on, how many defenders do you want to sign? Right? They don't have a midfield. They don't have backups of midfield. James Milner is really old. Hendo. After you take out Hendo and you take out Milner, that's it. The heart of midfield. I mean, the heart of midfield is gone because Hendo and Milner are the heart of Liverpool's midfield, meaning they are the ones we know are going to cover every single blade of grass, right? They will tackle. I don't see those players doing it now at all. The other players, I don't see them. Well, they don't cover every single blade of grass. Okay, so we have to bounce back again, guys. Hey. So what's wrong with me right now? I don't know, man. I'm just itching to try something different. That's my problem in this kind of games. Haven't been playing for so long. I just want to try all my tactics again, find something. Look, this is not for Forest. Okay, let's just get one thing right. Okay, like we spent an entire stream working on the players, finding key passes, and methodically doing everything. Let's get back to this. Okay, we have several options. I can do this cautious. That's one option. Okay, and then I've got let's drop this. Let's stop this experiment. Let's stop mucking. Hey, but my Christmas tree is quite fun. Look, let's do Christmas, right? Hey, Christmas tree, baby. Christmas. It's Christmas time. Yes. What the hell is this? It's Christmas time. Yes. Let's go Christmas. One more game. One more time. Let's mess with tactics. It's my Christmas tree tactic. Shepelev as a ball-winning midfielder. You gotta be joking. Tries killer balls. Actually, from this position, trying killer balls, not a bad idea. He's got flair, really? The S-Man thinks he's got flair? What about Louis Wing? Louis Wing is no tackling. This Diallo, does he have some flair? At least he's got 11. Put him here. Feedback, passing, vision, decisions. Oh, okay, this is better than nothing. Dominguez, you come in here. Okay. Dominguez and Diallo can't see eye to eye. They've got a problem. And then we've got Joe Lawley, Abdul Kadir, and Wing. What about Joe Lawley? Passing, decisions, dribbling, moves ball to left foot before whatever he wants to do. Okay, this guy tries killer balls. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, okay, wow. Joe Lawley here. Playing Atalanta. Never have they. They're going to They are going to be at home to Atalanta. Playing a Christmas tree as the team is in free fall. We are in free fall in the league, man. I love this kind of saves. And oh man, we're going to play Manchester United. Will we make it 4 defeats in a row? This mimics Liverpool through and through. Can they play? Yeah, if they're playing 40 at the same time in online save, they must have a really, the setup must be solid, right, with their PCs. Let's just go, man. Let's see what this tactic brings to us. Was City against Dortmund? City threw in. Hey, but City was City had a very tough game, right? The first leg. In fact, I felt a draw would have been a fair result on the day. Dortmund had a very good goal, a very good chance. I think when I was watching the game, I think he had something disallowed, if I'm not mistaken. One was Danilo Cataldi, my favorite player. One of my favorite utility players in the whole game. Is so cheap. Chapelev, Duhaney comes in, goes down, gets us a corner cross. Wait, hold on. Corners. Short. What the hell is this? Come back here. Or come here somewhere, but don't go there. Okay. What's this supposed to be? Short. Okay, good. This. What the hell's wrong with you? Near post. Okay, DL. Let's do mixed. Okay, put you here. So he has an option. DCL. I have a feeling Pep might overthink this. I think it's got to. This overthinking has to stop sooner or later, right? I think somebody. So I think. Oh yeah, we scored our first goal. I think the wife probably called him up and say, "Honey, if you overthink this Champions League match one more time, you ain't seeing any sex from me for the next couple of months." Seriously, he's got to stop overthinking all these games, man. Wait, hold on. Do I have a long throws? Better make sure no long throws are in this game. Yep, all short. Idiot. No long throw. Short, all short throws. Don't be a wuss. Do you see Liverpool signing Ozan Kabak at the end of the season? How would they work? I think Ozan Kabak is one for the future, right? VVD isn't, VVD. He's he's not exactly a spring chicken anymore. Right? Plus, with the injury that he's had, this gripping in this season long injury that he's had, the injury could recur again. So yeah, it's gonna be a case of signing Ozan Kabak. Ozan Kabak is for the future. Come on, into the box, guys. All right, Nottingham Forest 1, Atalanta 0. Joe Lolly off a throw in. Looks like it was a long throw that they didn't deal with. Oi. Come on. But okay, how many of you right now? Okay, what do you think the score is going to be between Dortmund and Manchester City? I think Pep Guardiola has been conservative when it comes to the Champions League. He's been bold when it comes to the Premier League. But Champions League shows up, the guy's got a conservative hat. Doesn't take a lot. Sometimes he spends too much time over analyzing his opposition. That's how I feel though. Okay. These guys. Close. Abdul Kadir with the free kick. 2-1 to Dortmund. 4-2 to who? Costas. You think it's City? 4-2 City. We went 3-1. Rick Carvalho 3-2 to 3-2 to City, I assume. Foles 2-1 to City. City 2-0. A lot of you are going for a City win. I hope City have got to be favorite right at home. How can they rely on VVD so much that they captured? I don't think it's just VVD. It's not just VVD. It's the fact that Liverpool don't have a midfield that puts in his how do I put it? Puts in a shift to close down. That's what happened against Real Madrid. Liverpool no Hendo. First, we don't have Hendo, right? Hendo is not there, and then we don't have VVD. Then what? Yeah, that's it. We got Naby Keita. Then last game we got no locksmith. They decided to bring Alcantara on in the second half. What's Liverpool trying to do? So what the Real Madrid did was very nice. They were compact and they kept hitting Liverpool on the break with vinegar. Liverpool really paid the price, man, the game. So instead of playing a more controlled, cautious game away from home, Liverpool went in there hell bent on playing a style of football that demanded their midfield press all over the pitch and try and win the ball back. They didn't do that. Oh, look at us, man. Our Christmas tree formation. that I uploaded to FM Scout like at the start of this FM cycle, right? Yeah. Duhaney is on a yellow card, so what we can tell him is he's off tackles. Left, long hit. Okay, come on, Dominguez, Abdul Kader, and Tony Robinson with the ball. Cuts it back for Abdul Kader. They played out to each other. And Mafio. Oh, another nice player. Come on. Into the box. Borussia 4, City 2. Oh, Costis. Shahin 2-2. Oh, that means in your this thing, Borussia Dortmund are going through. And there's going to be a new rules in the Champions League, right? Next season, the footballing elite are going to have their own personal private Champions League from next season onwards, right? They're going to be 200 over matches, I guess, in total. 10. There's going to be a league format now, and then the top 8 are going to go into the knockouts, and then the rest, I don't know what system they're going to use to bring down the Swiss. They call it the Swiss League rules. And we're not going to over extra time. The away goals rule will not apply in extra time. So if it's 2-2 on aggregate, if the home team's, yeah, man, this is just crazy. Which I like the new rule for the aggregate rule. That makes sense. Okay, all right. What we can do now, because the tempo is obviously too high. I'm gonna drop the tempo now. No more. We're gonna stop this. We're gonna do that. We're gonna hit the early cross. Why do I always change my own tactics? This tactic works fine. I have to change it. Yeah, it's gonna be a close league, man. Exactly. It's gonna be like oh, guess what? It's a joke, man. The Champions League now. For me, benching Alcantara was a big mistake for Liverpool. They shouldn't have. They should have started Alcantara, Fabinho. Fabinho was half the time doing things that the other players should have been doing, right? Closing down and tackling and denying space and everything else. Liverpool was playing with his wing backs too high up the pitch in the first 20 minutes, the first half of the game, which was ridiculous. Okay, nice. Okay, all right. Seriously? He went all the way there just to slip? Okay. Alright, we're gonna slot this out now. Drop the line of engagement to standard. Go slightly more urgent. Let's see what I have. Close down more, take fewer risks. Take fewer risks. This guy goes here. Mazzala comes here. This guy comes this way. My turn. I want you to go on support. Oh no, I got one player with likes to break offside trap. I'm gonna bring him on. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna change this. Novakovic for my turn. Turn him into an advanced one. Okay. Gerald striker, Trequartista will take the space, advance forward. Okay. Play our defense, early cross, triple SP, my focus. Done. Yep, there's no one like Hendo in Liverpool. There is no other player that hustles, it has the eye for the pass, can tackle, an all-rounder like him. Nobody. I do not think Dortmund are going to beat Man City, especially at away from home. I don't think so. Oh, the idea is all there, but they're not executing it well. Oh, don't Kwame. Come on. Yes, nice work. Lone striker we can handle. Diallo back to McKenna. Abdul Kadir. Novakovic. Nice ball to Doheny. Those wingbacks are coming into good effect. Shadow striker is correct. So guys, don't forget to hit the like button on the stream. And yes, in the future, go and subscribe to this channel as well. Right? Please subscribe to this channel. This is where I'll do live streams in the future. So let's get it up. Keep subscribing to the channel. If you want to see my live streams on that channel, I would strongly recommend subscribing to it. Otherwise, you don't get notified if I go live, right? Because eventually we're gonna be moving stuff from live streams from here to there. Who do you think is the favorite to win the Champions League? I mean, right now for me, I still think Man City are the favorites to win the Champions League. I mean, if they don't win it this season, when are they going to win it? Because Real Madrid, to all intents and purposes, for me, are a team that's rebuilding. I mean, they're not there yet. They are mixing old and young, right? So they are maybe 1 or 2 seasons away from being a top team again. They're still a very good team, don't get me wrong. But the team that's at the peak right now is City. And they should be favorites to win this. Okay. Right, we managed to get out of that. Complete 4. Why did I choose complete 4? Because it's gonna roam. That's why. Really, sometimes I create my own tactics, right? And I'm going, why did I choose complete 4? Oh yeah, because you roams. You're an idiot. Yeah, this can work. Alright, okay, next game. We're playing Manchester United, guys. So we managed to snap another losing streak. Let's not mess with our tactics anymore. Let's just stick to one, man. Manchester City, Champions League. Yeah, same here. How about PSG? Okay, for me, PSG against Bayern Munich yesterday, with the shape Bayern Munich are in at the moment, PSG should have scored. Should have performed a lot better. I believe that Bayern Munich this season are there for the taking. Because there's a lot of drama going on between the director of football at PSG, at Bayern Munich, and their and Hansi Flick. Yeah, and plus Lewandowski, the man was injured. So yeah, for me, seriously, they were there for the taking. Real are in how do I put it? They are in a rebuilding phase right now. So they are there. You cannot rule them out. And the other thing about this season is clubs like Real Madrid, this season, no home ground advantage, right? Because of COVID. Real Madrid didn't make me feel that way when the first leg. I was like, wow, this team, they got something in them, man. It's like, you're playing quite well. I was quite impressed with Toni Kroos. I was like, where was this player in the last World Cup? I didn't recognize Toni Kroos. I was like, Toni Kroos slow, he's a has-been based on the World Cup alone. Then bloody hell, in the first leg of the Champions League, I see Toni Kroos play. I go like, oh my God, this guy is playing so well. Such is life. Such is life, man. Okay, we're playing the one and only Manchester United. We are in a world of hurt, guys. Okay, hold on. The wrong play in the wrong spots. Okay, let's go. Counter press against Manchester United. Good luck to us, man. And the ship is about to sink. We're gonna get hammered now. Do you think Man City need to replace Aguero? I think that's the plan, right? Because this season, from what I understand, Mr. Pep Guardiola has been saving Aguero for the special occasions only. Yeah, buy without Kun Aguero, buy without Lewandowski. My goodness, that's why I say this. Our friends, right? They had PSG buying for the taking yesterday. Guys, we've taken the lead against Manchester United away from home. What is wrong with our football? Ongueni. Oh, cleared. Finback. Out he goes. Oh, Finback's pass was just terrible. Out he goes to Marcus Rashford. Look, United looking for the quick response. They don't get one. Okay. Tactics, opposition instruction. We're gonna make sure these guys are tightly marked. Dwayne, offside from our own throw-in. And this is the class of players that we have at Nottingham Forest, right? We get offside on our own throw-in. Wan-Bissaka. Oh, he goes down the flanks. He's blocked. It's Abdul Kadir. Takes it off. Kicks it long. There goes Marcus Rashford. Looks for a chance. Marcus Rashford cuts inside. Marcus Rashford levels the game. The traitor, Jorginho Wijnaldum, setting him up. Where is Jorginho Wijnaldum? The only thing I can do to Jorginho Wijnaldum is to tackle him hard. I can't break his leg. There's no option in the game that says exercise extreme violence on a specific player. They should allow us to have that little, joy, right? Because honestly speaking, right, if I was a real manager in the game, that could be some of the instructions I give my players. I'll tell them, I'm not saying it, but we don't reward traitors here. How dare he play for Manchester United? Come on. Gini Wijnaldum was playing for United. Dear Lord, we're going to have to change our tactics in such a way that we target him only, right? Okay. How can I do this? Okay, hold on. Okay, we got Gini Wijnaldum playing here. He's on the left. Specifically, Wijnaldum. Don't roll position. Shadow striker, yeah, man. Yeah, baby. You see Gini Wijnaldum? You see Gini? I want you to take him out of the equation. Do you understand? You. Not Paul Pogba. Yeah, correct. I would give players bounties. Seriously. I'd have it in my contract, right? Any player who leaves my club to go to another club, right? I'll have this little thing in my player contracts. I'll tell them, guys, seriously. Yeah. Gini Wijnaldum, he used to play for me. Now he's playing for Manchester United. All right. I don't want to see him playing on the pitch in the second half. Man, I definitely, SI will never allow these kind of games to exist. Okay, I had the audacity. I remember many years ago, I actually raised this to SI, and I asked SI, is it possible for us to, deliberately, do things in the game like that, where we target specific players, and maybe even, throw an elbow into the guy's face. And the word was cleared. I think SI were afraid of being sued. Yeah, so they said no. This feature cannot be allowed in the game because violence and stuff. Because come on, the modern game of football is made for pansies, man. Rugby is a much more interesting game. Right now, a player gets touched like this and he goes rolling on the ground and goes, somebody scratched my face. He tried to claw my, eyes out, and his hands were like 1 mile away from his face. It's not a game built for Vinnie Jones and Steve Bruce and Mark Hughes and those kind of players. It's a game that's gonna make players like Neymar look really good. Big says the event should happen on the field if a club legend joins your rivals. Yeah, man, if my club legend leaves to join my rivals, that's it. That's not too bad. Okay, we're still holding our own. Defending isn't that bad, right? We got nailed by a bit of skill, but we're trying to limit them to just their wingbacks now instead of having Paul Pogba and Wijnaldum dictating play. So let's see whether this attempt by us does anything. Bruno Fernandes is a bit too high up the pitch. Nice header. You should love my Gagarin fouling philosophy with Estudiantes in Argentina. What is your Gaget? Oh, I get it. You got close down more, high line of engagement, high defensive line, and you go for get stuck in. Oh man. Bloody hell. I got knocked by a bloody set piece, man. Yep, guys, seriously, set pieces. Did you do anything? I know when I uploaded this tactic, it was default. I knew it. I didn't. Yeah, I knew it. You're such an idiot. I uploaded this to the community, right? It was set at the default settings are like that. They don't have set pieces set up already for people. Man, what's wrong with me? We go. This guy's here. Okay. All right. Attack. Yep. I didn't set them up. Lord. I deserve this because I didn't set up my set pieces. Such is my stupidity. Stupidity. I deserve whatever is coming my way. All right. Defend. Okay, set piece, corner, attack. All right, let's go for throw-ins. Okay. Okay. Done. Confirm changes. Forgot all about this. I mean, I uploaded this tag thing, right? When I put it on FM Score, I made a note that said you gotta, do your own set pieces because, yeah, I'm not gonna upload it with set pieces. This is the final one. So, a Christmas tree, forest. Done. Let's go, man. Even captain is becoming the player with the most cards in the previous year. No punishment in code of conduct for cards. Wow, not bad. Bye. Yeah, that's interesting. How many red cards have you got so far? How many? I mean, you play with that strategy, right? So you don't have any punishment for red cards. How many red cards do you have? Like, do you have a lot of red cards? Because it's an interesting approach to take to the game. We can call this challenge. You have to play like Winnie Jones, right? The Winnie Jones challenge. Okay, good. Green Genfare is not just a type, but attributes and traits too. Even competition reports as a bonus. Yeah, I get what you're trying to do. Yeah, it's a totally your own way of playing, right? So it's so cool. I like it when people stamp their own style of football, own style into the game. Oh, nice defending. Nice defending. We aren't out of this yet, man. We aren't out of this yet. There's still a lot of football left to be played. We just made a couple of mistakes, but we should be fine. We just have to tell this guy to ease off tackles. Okay. We have these guys marking their targets. Yeah. Mark specific. Some of our players not playing well. Diallo, Shepelev, back to McKenna. Come on. Diallo, back to McKenna. Out to Shepelev, to Ribeiro, to Abdul Kadir. Back to wing. Come on, 280. You got all the time in the world. Oh, All right, we gotta take off a couple of players, right? 6.3. He's not playing well. These guys are okay. This guy's okay. All right, we got one player that's not playing well, but my turn for. I'm bringing this guy on. Wait, let's undo. Do I have any other options? Got Novakovic, she's a striker. I got this guy who's better, right? How do we do this? I bring this guy on. My turn. Attribute, not so fantastic. This guy tries killer ball, scores ball, try for side, cuts his head from right wing. Oh, what we can do is something different, right? What we can do is come in here and see if we can talk to that guy. Demand more from this guy. See whether that can spark something of a revival. 5 red cards per season, that's still not that bad. I mean, if you're playing that kind of aggressive setup, this 5 red cards per season is actually kind of low. I was expecting a lot more than 5 red cards. Like maybe you get 1 red card every other game. Lyle Taylor dribbling away, taking players on. I think I know what to do. Okay, my turn. You come on. Taylor, you come here. Okay, done. Taylor is also that position is also the one that's gonna be man marking, right? Oh, okay. We gotta make sure that all right, he's come on. Mark specific player. He's marking Jorginho Wijnaldum. This is the problem with these mark specific things, right? Those players better not leave the pitch. On it when they swap, you get problems. Wing out to Ribeiro. Goes to my turn. Holds the ball out for Lyle Taylor. Ah, okay. Now there's link up. Yeah! Get in! Ha ha! Lyle Taylor coming in. Yes. Instead of depending on the link player to be the weaker player, the link player, I put a stronger player there. Okay. Get in. Manchester United 2. Nottingham Forest 2. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Oh, you sweet thing, you. Let it go. Thank you very much. When creating a manager hold on. I'm concentrating on the game and looking at the chat at the same time. It's really difficult to do, man. To anybody who does this really well, streaming and doing all that, I got my hats off to you. Thoughts on Tottenham? What do you mean? Like in Champions League or generally? I think Tottenham. Oh, it's damn hard to say. I mean, for me, Tottenham's problems are actually down to the fact that okay, some people are saying that Jose Mourinho clock is about to run out. I'm like going, but Tottenham got other issues, right? Like, still you can only, I don't know. I think that there's still a lot more to come from Tottenham. I still think that Jose Mourinho still has something to offer that club. Yeah. I like to be positive because for me, when I see Jose Mourinho, I see Porto. I see all the great things he's done defensively. It's just a style of football that he brings to the club. I still think that he's the right manager for the job. But having said that, all this talk about Harry Kane wanting to leave, of all places, all the clubs, right? United, that's just bullshit. Come on. Back is offside. Come on, guys. We are picking. This is a brutal match, man. Look at the number of yellow cards. We'll just be talking about yellow cards. The number of yellow cards in this game. Rashford again. Oh my goodness. Do you think camping tactic is better with high press? You gotta, like, as in you want to go camping, yeah, definitely you have to do a high press. There are 2 ways you can camp, right? Okay, seriously, there are 2 ways you can camp. One is the much higher line of engagement, and high defensive line. So literally you're in the opposition third camping away. Problem with that kind of a setup is you can't really score a lot of goals, right? Because you're camping. So you're depending on players to move the opposition around. But how much can you move them when you camp so high up the pitch, right? There's only so much space you're going to get. So sometimes you play with a higher line of engagement, so a much higher line of engagement. So you let them out a bit. So like things like some clubs do, like Man City, Liverpool, United, they sometimes allow teams to play the ball out from their keeper to the first line of defense. So let them bring the ball out. Now, then they put the pressure on the zone that's in front of the fullback. So what they do is they start pressing the AMs, they start pressing the DLPs, they start pressing the DMs. So that's where the press begins. And because the fullbacks run out of options, they have to pump the ball out, right? So the opposition are still camping, but they are camping in such a way they allow that backline to move the ball out. And that is something I prefer to do. So it is very well possible. It is very possible for you to play a game like that where you are applying pressure to the backline. And you can definitely do it, but you need the right formation, like a 4-3-3. Even a formation like this, right? You can do it with this kind of formation too. But what you need to do is you need to use opposition instructions. Sometimes you have to use specific man marking instructions. A 3-4-3 can work very well. A 4-3-3 can work very well. Even a 4-2-4 works very well. So yes, it is very possible. Okay, guys, we have a chance. We have a chance. Come on. And now it's time for us to do a shout. Tell the boys to focus. They played really well. Diallo for Yates. Oh, I'm tempted to. Okay, we'll make the change because this is literally a battle going on, man. Okay, now I'm gonna bring on last player. I'm gonna bring on Novakovic. For let's not do that. No, we're not gonna bring on a 17-year-old and put him here. I was about to do that. It's like, too many changes. Come on, Pasinato to a youngster playing there. My goodness, they cleared that. They're putting a lot of pressure. It's back to the keeper. Thank you. Hey, Derek, how are you, man? Long time no see. You go with full motivation. Full motivation. You're going with all the motivation in the world, man. I love what you're doing, bro. You guys. When creating a manager profile, which attributes should I choose? Does it really matter? Guys, once again, right, for future live streams, please go and click on this link that I put in the chat. You want to click on it. I'm going to be going to that. We'll be doing live streams on that channel for Football Manager. Plus, you can also take a look and catch up on my son's penalty kick routines. Right, videos are going up slowly. I'll start live streaming there in about 1 or 2 weeks. So meanwhile, in the halls of justice, I'm trying to see whether or not it makes sense to have a separate live streaming channel for Football Manager, because some people have found that it's harder for them to, get through all there's too much static on the channel as far as finding content is concerned. So sometimes you just want guides, and they got to sort through all the other live streams. So I thought, yeah, maybe we'll just do that, see how it goes. Guys, Manchester United 2, Nottingham Forest 2. We came back, man. What a performance from the Forest boys. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A battling performance, man. This is a battling performance. Look at the boys. I'm so proud of them. I am so proud of them. Look at United's XG. It's pathetic. This is a pathetic XG. Okay, what's a good chance? 0-0 to 25. So you're looking for a chance that's got this length, right? So it's got to be this long. This is our XG. The very first chance is a clear-cut chance. Okay, so how many did they have? None. They may have a lot of chances, but they're all like side angle chances. Not bad. Not bad. I think they've done brilliantly. Manchester United could fail to beat Nottingham Forest, who are, still. Okay, let's load this was it what I call this forest Christmas tree, right? Please tell me I did it. Oh man, why don't I do this stuff? Forest new 4231. No. Did I call it Christmas tree forest or what the hell? There we go, Christmas tree forest. Phew. Save the thing now. Let's answer some questions. I think okay. I'm playing with Juve in a save with two friends. They are in Milan and Inter. Okay, I'm playing a mid block. You will try to play out. We'll take the ball and score. You'll try to roof. We'll score. I love that, right? Yeah, mid block is so cool. We want to give 12. I keep saying it on the stream and I keep saying it all the time, guys. The best block in the whole game is a mid block, especially if you play head to head with somebody else. All these high compression shit tactics, don't waste my time. When creating a manager profile, which attribute should I choose? That is it because I always go for tag. Doesn't really matter, Zan back. Okay, basically when it comes to the manager profile, two things. First up, it can improve over time. That's the first thing you need to understand, right? Attributes to improve. Second thing is, the attributes are there for you to, it's your play style. Like, are you the kind of manager that you want to do team talks? Then maybe motivating players comes in handy. Or you don't care like me. It doesn't really matter. So it doesn't really matter unless you want to go out there and you want to turn your manager into a auxiliary coach, right? So that you can cross all the T's and dot all the I's when it comes to finding your 5-star coaches, right? Like here, coaches, I think if you look at the coach assignments, you see Profeto, right? See, so I've got like 4. I think I'm a 5-star. I can become a 5-star coach. See, there we go. I'm a fitness 5-star coach, man. That's what I am in the game. So I've got this. So I can do that. You can minimize the number of coaches that you need in the save. Right? So you can go with as many as you possibly can do. So that's the only thing here as far as manager attributes are concerned. So right. Because as far as the motivating a player goes, the shouts are still the same, right? Whether you're got 0 for motivating players and 100 for motivating players, the differences are still, everything there still depends on the mentality of your players, their personality, the personality of your players, right? That is the one that determines how they react as well. And the on-pitch events as well. So the effects that you have in your team talks, in your shouts and all that are going to affect the morale in the game. But your own manager attributes, don't worry about it. Just enjoy the game. Turn yourself into a coach and have fun. Okay, let's see other questions. Derek, you playing a 4-3-3 strikeless? Very nice. Oh, were you on my stream? You not Discord, are you? Because in our Discord we have Meebies tactic. I don't know if I still have it here. The latest game changer has it, right? It's a circular tactic. My God, it's such a tactic, man. I don't know what I have. Did I put it here? No, it's not here. I didn't save his tactic here. Let's see now. Was it here? Nope. Is it here? Oh, I got some more tactics here. I got Smokey 4-2-4-2. This is a cheating tactic. I came out with 2 extra players. And I got defenderless tactic. I have all kinds of nonsense in my tactics. Really want. There we go. Maybe circular tactic. So there's this guy. We have to do this tactic, right? It came out. It's a strikerless tactic, right? This is not mine. I mean, now it's been tweaked. This is my version of the tactic, right? So it's strikeless, but all the goals are coming from this guy. So this guy tings one ball into this space. This guy tings one ball into this space. So sometimes he is the one that puts the ball here. So that he's the one, and these guys are always pulling the defenders out, and this guy is just running through the middle. And then we've got in possession. This guy moves inside here. So then we get a whole bunch of other players dinking balls in for the shadow striker. Ding dong, the whole way through. You should check out Game Changer, today's edition of Game Changer. So yeah, strikeless is a lot of fun. You collect too many yellow cards, most of them in the first 10 minutes of every game. Maybe ME can't handle that. Really? Yeah, I think it's too aggressive though, but it's kind of aggressive. My goalkeeper was playing for his life in the last game. What a match. Right, guys. Seriously, what a match it turned out to be. We had a bad run. We snapped it out. We won one. Now we've managed to draw against Manchester United. We decided we're going to play with a narrow system because somebody decided he wanted to try some nonsense. Nottingham Forest has been fined for ill discipline. And we were just talking about it. Remember, we want to go in there, break a couple of legs. The manager set out, we're going to take Paul Pogba out. We're going to take Gini Wijnaldum. We're going to put some special attention on these two players. And what happened? The whole team rose to the occasion. We nullified Paul Pogba and we nullified Gini Wijnaldum in the second half. Manchester United were left to rue their missed chances. But come on, seriously speaking, what missed chances? They barely had an XG to talk about, man. What kind of a useless XG is this? This is United's XG. They had 20 shots. 20 shots. And the XG total is 1.5. Man, that's the worst. You guys divide it, you get, I mean, my math isn't that good, but that's what? An average of what? 0.8? 0.08 per yeah, 0.08. Or maybe even lower than that per shot. They had a lot of bad chances. Yeah. We had more individual high quality chances, even though our average shot quality was similar to our opponents. Total XG isn't the thing I was after. I was after this. Shot quality chances. So guess what, United? They suffered. I think Shadow Striker has been a great role for this game. Yeah, I think that game United should have been fine. They had a very bad XG. That's true. United should have beaten my Forest team, man. Literally. And we came back to actually do the deed against United. So guys, I want you all, don't forget, hit the like. If you enjoyed today's show, hit the like button. And don't forget, right guys, if you get a chance to, please visit this channel. It's in the chat right now. It's my forthcoming live stream. I'll be live streaming a lot more content there, and it'll happen in the next couple of weeks. So keep the bell ting notified, right? And if you're curious to see my son's penalty kick routine, he has this thing about his penalty kick routines, right? Before he starts his penalty kick routines, he goes power. So I don't know where he gets, because I have this I have a funny thing I do as well, right, with my son. So yeah, you should have a look at his penalty kick routine, man. And I want to thank everybody for coming out today's stream. So don't forget, hit the like and the subscribe button. Pop in, and thanks for joining me on today's stream. More videos coming very, very soon. And you guys take care. Have a good one. I'll see you again. Bye-bye.